Good morning everyone. In this video I'm going to analyze the live price action for EU and DXY to see what opportunities there may be today. You're going to see my strategy and my analysis, so if you're interested in those then please stick around. So here we are on the daily. We have EU on the top, DXY on the bottom. What's the daily showing us? Well, yesterday we closed out as a bullish doji, right? So to me this signals finally, after all this bearish pressure, we found some sort of support, right? The bearish pressures died off. We've had a bullish day, and over on our inverse DXY, the daily order block is obviously showing as some sort of resistance with our bearish doji as well. So not much has changed since yesterday, apart from the fact that of course the bearish momentum stopped. Now today you can see we're bullish so far. We've already taken previous daily high and previous daily low from DXY. However, that buy side liquidity doesn't seem to be driving price lower. So price is still pushing for higher prices from this possible support and discount, and from this resistance here, price looks to be pushing lower. So we'll see more on the lower time frame. I don't think there's much more to go through here. So let's go down to the 4 hour and see what that shows us. So on the 4 hour, of course, we can see our bearish leg, same as yesterday, right? And where we started finding some sort of support. Throughout Friday evening into Monday, price has just been very corrective here in the way it's closing its candles. Really tight candle bodies and ranges here. No explosive momentum like these previous legs before. Same on DXY as well. We're pulling back to possibly fill this imbalance here, maybe head higher, but my immediate concern is the imbalance here and the imbalance here on DXY as well, right? So at least to fill these imbalances is how I'm looking at the possible pullback we may have from this discount. So as we know, price tends to be drawn to closing these imbalances, right, to offering price within them. So that's sort of what I'm expecting, okay? Now there's no momentum with this pullback at the moment, but my bias is still leaning towards this until we reach a suitable POI to continue our downside momentum and bearish trend that we're having. So a long overdue pullback possibly in play here after quite a bearish week, okay? So let's go down to the 1 hour. We'll see what that looks like for us. So I like the 1 hour leg. It's very simple to read, right? We have a high here, swept some internal buy side liquidity and broke down on that NFP news announcement. Right, same here on DXY as well. We have the same POI left behind. We have a big imbalance, 1 hour order block, big imbalance, 1 hour order block here that price could be drawn towards. Right, and it would also be the perfect place to look for shorts, especially if we keep creating this corrective price action, because if you see we're creating sell side liquidity lows building up towards a premium now. So I think that looks great. So I'm looking forward to what happens around here, and at the moment of course I'm looking for those counter trend pullbacks, right? That's where my bias will be. So despite taking this previous daily high and buy side liquidity above Asia today, I'm definitely drawn towards price going higher towards this POI here, right? I don't think price is going to reverse from this previous daily high or previous daily low here. We're starting to get some bullish momentum here and bearish momentum here obviously, so I think everything is looking good. We've mitigated a 1 hour POI today as well on DXY just now, which seems to have possibly triggered this rejection here and price to go lower. So as I said, my bias is for longs, right? Hopefully we can get in on this momentum here towards this premium and then back down towards this discount on DXY coming from a higher time frame resistance. Right, we're starting to make higher highs, higher lows and higher highs now. Right, internally to this is still the external 1 hour leg, but internally now you can see we made that range, right? We found some lows here, some sell side liquidity, mitigated this, made a high low, high high, higher low, high high. Right, so that structure's there now. We've got that internal switch of structure. Okay, so we can start looking for possible entries to go higher. So I think that's all very straightforward. I'm not going to beat around the bush and waste time on this analysis. So let's go down to the M15 and maybe M5 and see what the strategy and executions may look like for today. So here we are on the M15 now. If it gives us a chance to get involved with this momentum, is what I'd want to see. But let's go through a little bit of price action first. So as you can see, we created our like Asia evening range into London, right? So this is just looking at DXY so far. Price then manipulated the buy side liquidity above that Asia high into an order block, an M15 order block there, and I believe a 1 hour order block too. Rejected that, and now we've broken down lower. So DXY has broken out, right, with that break of structure and left behind an order block with imbalance. Okay, so that's a great start, right? Internal buy side liquidity swept, breakdown, break of structure, okay, with order block and imbalance left behind from all that momentum. Now if we go over to EU, we have the same break of structure here now. We have SMC divergence, right, from this low to this higher low, where DXY had a high to a higher high, right, sweeping liquidity. EU showed strength and didn't make a lower low, right? So we've got that divergence with us on side, causing a break of structure. We have order block here with imbalance so far. Obviously this candle need to close to confirm that. We have a premium above, so we're buying from a discount around the daily open. We have a 1 hour POY to draw in price and an imbalance to fill as well. And we have the order flow on our side now because we're creating those higher lows, higher highs, even on the 1 hour internally, right? So I hope that's very clear, okay? This is what I like to see. This nice momentum has come into the market, closed above these highs, given us that intention that price would like to go higher. All right, price mitigated this imbalance here with fair value gap there, where it made that higher high as well. And then momentum broke out again. So if I'm repeating myself, it's just to get those points across. So I hope that's clear. So now what would I be looking for to enter for this trade? So we will have this M15 order block. Hopefully within the next 10 minutes, it will still remain and price pulls back to it. We'll have an M15 order block, right? And then if price was, we have a break of structure, SMC divergence, price were to then pull back correctively, maybe leaving a little inducement before entering into our order block where our order will remain to then head higher, right? So some inducement here, if price pulls back correctively just above our order, which is just liquidity being mitigated before our limit is set off, break of structure, SMC divergence, then we have all the other correlations here as well, and our higher time frame narrative to head up to this point here. So our order would be something like this, stop loss just below the lows, obviously, aiming for whatever your target is. Mine would be around 3%. So there we go, something like that is what I'll be looking for over the next 10 to 15 minutes. If we go down to the M5, yeah, I think it looks good on the M5 here as well, right? We've got our SMC divergence there. Just to move that, we had a small internal sweep of sell side liquidity, which is great. So I think this looks good. I have no problem participating with this. Prices closed out strongly, nice break of structure, and again we have our higher time frame narrative and our reasons to head higher. So that's what I'm looking for. I hope you gained value from that. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.